Hello and welcome everyone to part 76 of the Sparta Let's Play for Total War Rome 2. We continue where we left it off, and it looks like Parthia and Bactria are mounting their forces together outside Nisa, possibly ready to attack me, which I don't like the look of. Bactria still has its turn, so they could come and strike me. The Ardhan moving in here to attack me, or with their agents at least. They thankfully, since their initial attack, they haven't pushed really too far anywhere else, which is good. And I can control them there, because I'm actually just building up an army in that region so that I can counter them. Because the rest of my armies are busy. Oh, here we go. There we go, here we go, here we go. Oh dear, they've got lots of forces. I am probably going to die here. I guess I have to play it defensive and hope for the best. Oh dear, 6,000 versus just under 3. It could be done, but it's the Bactrian forces I fear. Anyway, what are we going to do? Just a quick shout out, if I can, if you guys could direct yourselves to the description of this video, or in fact any of my Total War videos, you will find a link to something called the how to set up your Google Plus comments, because there are still quite a lot of you commenting on my videos, which is fantastic. I would love for more people to comment on my videos, but there are still quite a few people commenting on my videos that have not set up their Google Plus comments settings to kind of where they should be, and because of that, it means I can't, and other people cannot reply to your comments on people's videos. This is the oh so wonderful thing of Google Plus. It messed stuff up. Messed stuff up bad. So all you have to do is follow that quick video. It takes like 2 seconds to sort out those settings, and once they're done, they are done. You don't need to worry about them ever again. But I see the same people commenting on my videos each week, and you know, there's no way of me, you know, notifying them on the video, replying to their comment, you know, answering their question, and they probably wonder why I'm not replying to them. They probably think I'm being rude or something like that, which I'm not. Now, I post, when I see someone post a comment on my videos that I can't reply to, I normally send them a message on their channel in there to the discussion to sort of say, hey, you need to set up your Google Plus comment so that I can reply to your really good question, or, you know, whatever it was you were asking. And, you know, some people do that, but some people then don't and still keep on commenting, and they're probably still wondering why I don't do what they've asked me to do, or why I don't reply to their comments. So, just a heads up, if you haven't set them up already, please do take a look at that video. It's in the description. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, I think I've set my force up where I want them to be. Gonna have my cavalry coming out here to flank. I didn't set infantry to come out here because I didn't want to distract too much of the enemy from the front here. Now, I've got my pikes set up rather tightly together, which should hopefully work in their favour. Now, the Thorax pikemen of Bactria apparently have slightly longer pikes, someone was telling me, so that may well impact on, you know, how effective my Spartans are against their pikes. And we've got Thorax swords, Thorax pikes coming towards me, so this could be interesting. I've got my slingers behind them, and then I've got all my Spartan hoplites, so if needs be, I will pull back here and let them, you know, flank around that way and then smash them. I've got my general here too. We'll take him off formation attack. I'm leaving my hoplites on formation attack for now because I want to keep them defensive. I have someone, again, who hasn't set up their comments properly, that comments every week saying, turn formation attack off, please. And I think I've normally explained why I don't turn it off, but they obviously missed the memo there. But it's normally, because the basic understanding I've always had of formation attack is that if you want to be offensive, turn it off. If you want to be defensive, turn it on, because it helps hold formation and things like that. But there's been some substantial changes to formation attack. I think more to the, you know, the standard, or the actual kind of the way it works to how Creative Assembly originally intended the feature, with some recent patches, and because of that, it's changed that in some situations it's actually better to have it off or on, where you might normally think to have it the reverse. So I'm going to be doing some extensive testing, hopefully in the next few days, and release a video on what I found. Thankfully, a lot of you guys have already shared your own findings with formation attack, and I'm about to have a crap load of cavalry charging up my bum, which I'm just going to quickly try and charge these guys in the back. Who are these guys? The Thorax swords, that's fine. As long as it's not the pikes turning on me. I don't think they've actually got their pikes down, so I'm just going to charge in very quickly with my cavalry. They're bracing, I think, or it looked like they were. Okay, now to get the cavalry out of there very quickly. Rest of the cavalry, you're going to have to pull through my ranks just very quickly, otherwise you are dead. Run, 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 run. I thought I had more time, but the enemy set up all of its cavalry skirmishers a lot faster than I could do anything about that. We pulled through these ranks here. They're pikemen, they haven't got their pikes down yet, which is good. It's good. My Spartan pikes should reform very quickly. Yes, they have. They've got their pikes out. The enemy pikes have not. Thank you, AI, for ballsing that one up. It's going to make it a lot easier here. My slingers are still firing. Cavalry out over here. Christ, we're going to try and run the enemy cab all the way around to here, where we can then bring some spears to them, at least keep them out of the battle for as long as possible. I'm just checking that no one's flanking me around the other side. No, they're not. Now, while they're all engaged over here... now, I would actually attack around the back, but I think the gap is not close enough to draw enough of the enemy in to then flank around them and kill them, although these are a lot of skirmishers, so you know what I am going to risk it. I'm going to risk it with these 3 units coming around here to flank around the enemy. Where are my other cavalry units? Cavalry units, you're going to be great for taking out these skirmishers. Over you come, please. Oh no, cavalry, you are not meant to engage. What are you doing? Oh, is this skirmishers? They've all left. Yes, okay, hit the skirmishers again, and then we can probably flank around with you. Let's come back in here. Let's give these guys a steady. And in fact, let's bring my, is he, where's his aura? I can't see. Does he not have one? Thought he might have one. Who have we broken here? We've broken someone, which they've shattered. You guys can steady yourselves as well, and I'm going to have these guys very close, just behind here, ready to charge on in should we need them. The rest of the forces are all going into that middle gap, which is great. Perfect. Everyone's getting stuck in. A little bit of lag because there's obviously so many people involved. The engine doesn't like this many. Men are wavering. Oh, what? My cavalry's being pwned by horse skirmishers. Great. Any of these start getting tired, I'll quickly re-engage them. What's this battle rhythm do? I always forget this one. Melee attack, melee defense, speed. But okay, it does increase it, but then it will lowers it, so we won't use that unless we absolutely have to. I'm just going to turn these pikes around, actually. Just round to the side there. It's getting a little bit laggy in this big old cluster crap here.
The enemy general is dead.
Great, that's going to do some wonders. All these units round you come, please, very quickly.
Sparta!
You guys can steady now as well. Bracing, it does obviously exert fatigue. Hopefully you're going to hold for me, chaps. And we'll give the first of them a bit of a refresher. All just getting stuck in there. My slingers should be able to fire on them. The pikes should be keeping them at bay. I can't see. They have got their pikes up in the airs now, but they haven't got their pikes down yet, which is good. So if they start seeing a break anywhere, then I'm going to start smashing in on that angle. They haven't flanked me over there, and we might be able to turn this into some sort of crazy Pyrrhic victory. Royal Spartans smashing. That's 2 generals down. Start weakening the morale of the men. That looks like the Parthian general's gone. And obviously we can then just charge through the ranks with my Spartan hoplites here. In fact, I am going to try punching through the ranks here to hit the horse skirmishers, because they are hitting the Spartan pikemen here pretty hard. I'm going to leave them there, and I might do the same over on this flank over here. Just going to see what's actually up against us. No, there's lots of pikes and stuff. We're just going to hold for now. Of course, we've always got my general as well when we need him. Okay, a lot of them getting tired. When we next get that refresh in 45 seconds, we'll make those guys off a bit. Now these guys are able to push through here, through the Spartan ranks, the Spartan pike ranks, which is good. They'll get some protection. They'll be able to flank on around from the side. Right, cavalry smash into the back here is just full of skirmishers. They are shaken already, so they should break rather quickly. Just going to get these guys to charge on here. I know they're active, I know they're going to be tired, but we've got to get them in quickly before these guys all break. Just getting in there before the lag fest begins. Smashing into their ranks here. They're trying to pull cavalry back, but all these guys are just a horde of skirmishers. The Parthian AI loves to get them skirmishers out of there. And we're just going to have a mass wave of routing, I think, in here. I'm just staying high up in the sky to kind of reduce lag, and also so we get a good view of what's going on. Now these guys are obviously holding in formation attack, which is what I want them to do. They also want them to hold themselves. These guys are breaking my Spartans on the flank, so we're now going to engage here. And they've got a lot of their own pikes in the middle. And we're going to give these guys, where are they? They're very, very tired ones here. We're just going to hold, right. Cavalry, oh god, look at them all shattered. And we need to get these guys, because it's going to be a nightmare otherwise of units that are just going to escape here. Cavalry, just go after them. Like, seriously, just please kill this huge purple wave of fleeing units. They've broken because I've killed their general, which has helped. Obviously, this is great for me because they're all fleeing. Flee, flee for your lives. That's what I want to see. Now we're going to punch them in the back here. But we're trying to catch as many of them as possible. I've only sent one cavalry unit off them because I still need this other one over here to kind of chase off units that are already starting to break here. And again, eliminate some of the units over here. Now I've taken them all off formation attack. I should have had them on that a little bit earlier. Right now, they're all breaking. So we're going to take them all off formation attack, charge on through. They're all probably going to break, and we'll just get a fast forward now to just kind of clean up as many as possible. But so many of them are going to escape here. I mean, all of those Parthian forces, look at them all. Barely able to catch them. It's a huge purple wave of units. I'm just going to charge my cavalry through them, actually, rather than giving them attack order, because sometimes that works a little bit better. Same over here, just run them through, and then I'll tell them to attack once they're actually kind of in the middle of the enemy. Let's take off the UI to watch this. Oh no, they're not continuing through. Try and hit those units at the front there, guys. That'd be great. Bring them all down. These are the nice big battles I like to see. It would be better if they held a little bit longer. I know stuff like DEI will help with the morale and things like that for future campaigns, and I'll probably use a large overhaul mod for my next series of Let's Plays once I finish my first 3, Iceni, Sparta, Rome. Oh! I always love watching the Disciples of Ares fight. You just destroyed them all. Oh, right through the gut. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done, chaps.
General, engage! Spartan fight! Yours to command. Quick march! Spirit, ready.
Spartans trying to catch the enemy. But it is a bit of a lost cause at points. Let's get the UI back up because I don't know who's going after what and who's not doing what. Now, cavalry. Okay, let's fast forward you just to try and kill some of these Eastern Slingers if we can catch up to any of them. But a lot of the Parthian forces are going. We've probably done a fair bit of damage to the Bactrian forces. We'll find out in a moment when we get back to the campaign map, or rather to the battle loading screen. We can see how many we got. Obviously, this gives a good chance for the citizen cavalry to gain some veterancy after their losses. But I think that went rather well. We managed to pin them nicely. You just need to flank a little bit earlier to lock them all in. But that's the difficulty, you know, leaving units to support and hold the line, or, you know, committing all of them earlier on. And if I committed earlier on, I probably would have pulled the AI over to that left-hand side where I flanked through. And obviously we didn't want that because that's not where I had my pike set up in that trap. Okay, well that's the majority of those guys dealt with. My cavalry's not going to chase anyone else, so we're going to quit the battle there. A heroic victory, I'm happy with that. We lost 478. There's that. Oh no. The friendly fire kills are pretty much spot on there. That's good. We killed 4,121 of the enemy forces. That's pretty darn good. I'm happy with that. The Bactrian forces, they've lost all but 500. I'm very pleased there. And the Parthian forces, they lost half their force, but that's fine. The number of them that fled. Look at those pike kills. 781, 505, 337. They took a lot of damage. 442 on the heroes of Sparta. Happy that they eclipsed the cavalry. Well done, pike. 781 kills. That's beastie. That's horrific. But I'm so glad that we managed to do that and actually taken down the enemy forces really nicely. We're down to 2,200 odd. But the combined forces of the enemy, you know, if they come against me again, I'll be able to hold them and kill them next time. And that they've lost a big chunk. They've lost 4,121. Happy with that indeed. Well done, all my troops. So now we should be able to hold Nisa, which is going to be the first time in a long while we've been able to hold that position. I can now push up my other Spartan armies, hopefully, to get into a better position, take the fight to Bactria, and again to kind of resume the war with Parthia. Parthia stayed out of it for a long time, since we took down quite a few of their forces following some previous battles. So I'm hoping, really hoping, that we can push on and eliminate them soon, which will be a very good thing indeed. Bring them down and bring them to heel. Once we get back to that campaign map. But yes, cavalry as well, getting 365, 339. Obviously that unit of cavalry getting 14 kills. They got taken out very early on. But we're back on the campaign map now, and we can see, yeah, that's not bad at all. I'll take that. Didn't lose an entire unit anywhere, so that's good. Bactria, on the other hand, they got destroyed. Parthia, unfortunately not, but they've got loads of slingers which will be taken down quite nicely by my forces. We'll kill the captives, we'll let them flee back into their lands. That's it, all pull back, and I will probably just hold Nisa. Obviously I need to replenish. We may push out and actually attack these two forces there. Try and whittle them down while we've got the advantage. Well, we can still do that. We've still got the Rome question to deal with. Rome is not moving any of its fleets or navies, and I don't want to push out toward them unless I have to, but I'm finally bringing around my own Spartan navy with lots of onagers and things like that, so they should be able to destroy the Roman fleet very nicely. Getting ready to attack the Mahin down here. And sending an agent against me. Probably not going to send that army towards me. I'm going to send another one. Keep on sending those agents. Doesn't matter how many you throw at me, Sparta will rise. It's probably trying to kill my general, but no, that missed. Oh, and another one. Obviously had a chance to attack again, and it's missed again. And they brought that army up, they brought another one up, and are they going to bring this one up? Yeah, they're all going to strike. It's going to be 3 armies. When the AI moves like that, it's because they're building them all up into the reinforcement range. As I suspected, lots of noble swords, which are not great against my units, of course, because I lack the sword units. Levy spears and levy skirmishers. But if we defeat these forces, the path to their capital is open, so we're going to have another big battle here. We have ballista, we have cavalry, and we have the pikes. Now, some of you have been asking me for a while, why don't I add, get a mod that removes the limit mod for the Disciples of Ares or get more sword units? I think it's just kind of an overbalancing. It's kind of a balancing thing. I think adding in the Disciples of Ares and having them limited was good, but when I originally brought them in, I actually did say to you guys, the composition of my armies, how many of them should I actually have? And because they're such a strong sword unit, I didn't want to overpower them. So it probably would be an idea, perhaps, to look at a mod that adds in a slightly weaker Spartan sword unit that isn't an elite. But my armies are capable. They can handle themselves at the moment, and if I just made it balanced out the whole faction every time I found a weakness, it wouldn't be much fun playing, because it's about overcoming the weaknesses of a faction. So like Sparta, where it's heavily reliant on its spears, when you come up against sword factions. So that's why I'm not going to why I'm not going to kind of almost like cheat there and add more extra units in to make it easier. I feel like I've done that enough now. So we're going to have these hoplites on the flanks, and I'm going to have them off formation attack to attack with, along with my general. He's going to be my strike force. I'm hoping to pin the enemy against my pikes. But again, we may have to be careful about where I actually position them, because that's going to determine how many of the enemy I actually manage to draw in. Citizen cavalry, we're going to get all together. We're going to have them over on the right here. And let's just bring the ballista over here a smidge. Well, there's the enemy I've just seen, all formed up. My pikes, actually, I do need to deploy them in pike mode. Cavalry way out over to the right very early on. And enemy reinforcements are already coming in. Just push my ballistas forward a smidge. These guys, I'm going to try and pull these spears over to the side again to just draw the enemy over here a bit. But the main focus is pulling the enemy here. Just draw them in. Right, and the first few units are coming on in here. Got to stand around. I'm going to go for explosive round just while they're all clumped together, because it will have a bonus against the infantry with them all together. It does obviously have in its settings, its description just says bonus against infantry. So hopefully they're going to strike these guys. Here we go. They're aiming over on the left at the moment. It's okay, and we're going to bring the cavalry up over here before their reinforcements come on in to help them. We're going to try and section them off. They've got more reinforcements coming from here. We're going to try and hit them in the flanks here, in the sides. That's it. Explosive rounds. Already knocking them down a smidge. Camel spearmen are going to be interesting to take on. And again, just moving the hoplites over here. Now, I know I'm running them, but that's because I need them there in quick time. Otherwise, this will not work. And now we're just going to get the cavalry behind the enemy forces, ready to pick them off. I'm worried about the camel spearmen, because I don't know how well they cope against cavalry. Normally, cavalry, I think there's a trait like they fear cavalry there. So I'm actually going to try and get one of my ballistas to hit them here. Oh, and these guys have foolishly gone on out, so I'm going to get my cavalry to sort of seize on that moment. That should be camel spearmen going down. We've hit the levies. pick off some more levies that have been left behind. The rest of the ballista hit them here. Right, now with my hoplites we're going to descend down here, charge them in the flanks. That they are, as I originally intended, going for my units down here. It's just the mercenary camel spearmen that are going to be flanking round. Hopefully the ballista continue to take them out. What have we got over here? Noble swords with cavalry. We need to pull them back because we've got skirmishers hitting them, so we need to pull them up here. I'm going to give all my spear units a target from now to kind of already get that shape of how I want the envelopment to go here, because these guys are flanking me. So I'm going to have to be careful about this. We've got the camel spearmen in there. I think my ballista's probably firing into my own men, which is not good. Fire on them over there, please. We've got the camel spearmen actually with my cav. Okay, we need to bring cavalry over here because my archers need to pull back. They're going to have problems with the ballista crew. Cavalry, I need to keep on moving you. In fact, over towards the levy skirmishers over there because I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the rest of my line. In we go against the noble swords. Where is my general? General, come in against the noble swords over here. In fact, you guys don't worry too much about all those noble swords. Levy skirmishers, cavalry, get in, get stuck in there. The rest of my pikes should be holding just about at the moment. Citizen cavalry, chase after those guys over there, please, if you would. That would be smashing. Getting the camel spears up over here. Through the next lot over here. Keep on going after the skirmishers. Off formation attack. They're wavering. Let's break this unit quickly then. Now we need to pull back because we're going to have other skirmisher or other cavalry units coming on in. Charge on in down here with my spear units. These guys are being dealt a blow by my forces. We've lost a unit of cavalry. Levy spears going after my ballista crews, unfortunately. Chasing as many as I can down the line. That's good to see. Cavalry, you need to pull out quickly here. Back, 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 back. Managed to break the initial force here. Again, so many swords are going to cause problems. They've managed to take out my ballista, which is not good. Break the ballista crew. These guys need to come around here, hit the noble swordsman. These guys down the line. Down the line, down the line, down the line. The rest of my forces pulled back a bit. We don't want them secluded out in the middle of the field. This unit up here, go for the camel spearmen, please. They're still fighting up against them up here. Bring my other spears down, because these pikes are not going to do so well facing the wrong way here. Pull my general back over here if I can. Get them back towards the enemy, back towards facing the pike lines. My archers facing that way. Losing a lot of troops, we'll probably have to replenish up a bit then after this. But we should be able to recover. Pull these guys down here. Okay, turn the spears around very quickly there, and my general's coming down in the middle. We've got enough troops around to help support. The Royal Spartans here not doing great because they're being flanked by the levy skirmishers. They're pretty much tied on in. Get all my archers to fire on these guys down here. So it's up to my general and these units to help set units free. They're fresh now, that's good. My general's fresh, but that's okay. Not fresh, he's exhausted. But they'll cope. Pull my cavalry back out for now. My Royal Spartans are being beaten here, so we need to push these enemies back. Got them in. Formation attack is off on these guys. Keep them offensive, but I'm going to put them back into formation attack now to hold the line. They've been broken here. Pikes, I think I'm going to draw you up a new battle line here. Cavalry charge into the noble swords. General, what are you doing? You come back this way. Formation attack on you guys as well to form back up. keep the lines tight. Form up here, pikes. No, they're obviously not meant to be used offensively, but we're just going to get them at least facing the right way to deal with these guys. Should my units here break, which they are starting to do. I've been hit here. General needs to turn. Use whatever we can to hold these guys off. March in with the pikes, though they do need their pikes down to obviously be effective here. Push these guys forward a smidge. There we go. Start doing some damage there. Start harassing the enemy on the flanks. General's pushing in. We're pushing up here. I think we're just going to break these guys. My guys will hold up there. We're taking some heavy losses, but these were large armies coming towards us, but we're just about turning the tide. Pull the cav out there. They don't need to be in here. Just give an attack order with the pike to see how they cope. And yes, they are shunting forward slowly, which is good. Trying to help this unit of Spartan hoplites over here. Inspire my men and yeah, getting back up to full strength, full capability. Pikes pushing in here, taking a lot of losses, but they should be able to take down these camel archers.
The enemy general is dead. By your command.
Pushing forward with all the pikes now, it should just crumple these guys. All my pikes moving in from various sides. With an attack order, they suddenly shunt them back. It actually works quite well. I know it's quite unorthodox to do so, but it does work rather well. Ah! Damn it, our general went. Couldn't hold that long. We've still got this, though. We've still got this. Form up pikes quickly. Archers, fire on all theirs.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
Do not flee the field of battle. Come on. Got it. Okay, these guys are broken. We're going to descend down here very quickly. I'm taking these guys. Well, I could take them out of pike phalanx, but it's not really going to help them that much. The ruddy mercenary camel archers. Taking these guys off here to attack as sword units. Hold pikes, hold. I think you've got it there. Got them up over the top there. Trying to push on down here. Come on, spears. Bring these guys down. Bring the camels down. Really done a number on my Spartan army. It's because all those reinforcements coming in before I could properly envelop the enemy forces and then redeploy early on. Plus a lot of these guys, well, there's a lot of swords mixed in here, noble swords, that are going to do very well against my hoplite units. But now it's suddenly turned in our favour. We're breaking a lot of the enemy. Oh dear, but my army itself is broken. We're going to have to replenish these guys before the end, and we'll continue it just for a second.
Our men flee the field of battle.
But we have lost a lot of men in this. My archer's trying to pick off a few more of these guys here before they all flee. That is all we can do. We have lost a lot. We're going to quit the battle. A costly victory indeed, yes. A Pyrrhic victory, apparently. So we lost 1,686. Not too much friendly fire, which is good. We did manage to kill 4,326, considering we were quite vastly outnumbered. I don't think that's necessarily too bad, and plus a lot of them were sword units. But we have lost a lot of men. Just seeing who the most kills were there. I see my general getting 310 before he fell, unfortunately. 344 from that unit of Royal Spartans. Or no, it's not Royal Spartans, are they? They're just Spartan hoplites. Pretty good, decent number of kills across the board. In fact, I'm really pleased with the archers getting 300 odd kills. That's very good. But yeah, they get it with 344, the Spartan hoplites. All fighting very strong, but we're going to have to rebuild this army before we can push on. And that's all we've got time for today. So as always, I hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Please do check out those Google Plus comment settings if you haven't already. I will keep going on about this in the next few videos, just because, you know, I don't want people being left out that, you know, can't be replied to and what have you. So yes, please do check them out. As I said, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links in the description. Take pride and join the Legion. My Steam group is in the description as well. If you want to play with me, contact me and what have you on Steam. And I'll see you all again soon. Ciao for now.